G'day friends and welcome back to Dante's Domain. We're here today to talk about everybody's best friend, the secret rare card in the Dragon Ball Super card game. Now, if you don't know, which most of you guys probably already do, secret rares are the top rarity available in the Dragon Ball Super card game. The vast majority of sets which we've gotten outside of the original Galactic Battle, outside of some of the draft boxes, and that's basically it, have at least one secret rare. Some of the sets have one, some have two, and most of the recent sets all have three available secret rares. Now, these secret rares are meant to be desirable, and what makes them desirable? Well, the number one thing is hidden in plain sight within the name. They are secret. They are hard to find. They are difficult to attain. And what that does is, it triggers our animal instinct of the thrill of the hunt. We need to find a way to get this card. Why? Doesn't matter. We just need to get it because it's hard to do and we need to achieve something. So we want to get this card. So that is definitely part of it. And I'm not downplaying. I'm not trying to kind of throw shade at that side of it at all. That's the fun of it. It's hard to find. So you have some sort of challenge to beat. But there's other factors to it as well. You're not just going to get... You can't just put anything in a box that's hard to find and you want to get it out. Like, there's definitely stuff you could put in a booster box that you just would not want to touch. We're not going to go in there. That's a topic for another video on another channel, hopefully. But there is definitely more factors to it. Now, one of the other factors, especially when you're looking at something like Dragon Ball, is who or what? Like, what is the card that you're going after? And this is something that I believe in the recent sets is being very, very confusing. You're taking something like Dragon Ball, where you've got the Z fighters, and like, obviously in like the OG Dragon Ball, like Goku, Bulma, and just like the very small crew that's expanded into the Z fighters, that's expanded once again in Super and kind of GT and Heroes, etc. But you've got this core of very popular characters like Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, Piccolo. These characters that people have grown up with, these characters that people have known better than some of the people within, like, the people that made the show, made the manga, made everything. Better than Toriyama himself. People know and care about these characters so much. And yet, the last few sets, the secret rares, we've had so many, like, Pycon, Supreme Kai of Time, Grade 8 Master Saiyan, a lot of the new heroes, lots of the spin-offs, lots of the kind of very interesting, very awesome characters, but none of the kind of very sentimental ones. Some of those have been hidden in the special rare slot, like you've got the original Goku, Kid Goku from the Dragon Ball, you've got Majin Vegeta, the like Prince of Destruction. Beautiful, beautiful card. But then in the secret rare slot, you've just got all of this stuff that's kind of there because it's hard to find without really capitalizing on what could make it special. Like, the reason why most people would collect these cards, there's definitely exceptions to this, but the reason why most people would collect these cards is because they've got some attachment to Dragon Ball. Whether growing up with the manga, whether going through and watching Ball or Z or even Super for the younger folks out there. Like, you kind of learn about these characters, care for them, want to see them succeed, want to see some of them fail, and go through these ups and downs, and like having the card is a representation of that. It's almost a connection. Like, that's at least how I feel. I might be rambling and you guys might not feel the same, or you might have your own interpretation of something similar. But when I have, for example, like this signed Son Goku card, signed by Sean Shamel, the voice actor, like, I can look at that card and be like, oh, I remember back when I was 10 years old and I was like throwing punches at a chair because I wanted to be as strong as Goku. And it helped me through like my own sports because like I would push myself harder, I'd train harder because I related to the characters and saw what they had to go through, and I was like, oh, I can do that myself. Like, there's so much connection there that people don't appreciate, or at least it feels like it's not appreciated, that having the combination of the rarity and it's hard to find, combined with actually something that I can care about at the same time, the character. Something that Dragon Ball Super as a card game has a massive advantage over other things like Magic the Gathering. Wonderful, lots of great cards in there, but you can't say that the Black Lotus, for example, like, oh, I remember when I was playing in the primary school yard and I saw this Black Lotus on the ground, so I wanted the card. Like, no, that's not the connection. That's not why people want the Black Lotus card. It's because of the art, it's because of the history, it's because of lots of other factors. But the character in Dragon Ball is something that's kind of underappreciated, especially compared to like Pokemon, for example. Like the Charizard, people love the Charizard, or people might love Pikachu, but you don't love Pikachu because you're like, oh yeah, Pikachu and I went through the same experience. I remember when I was this little yellow pocket monster and I was having like such a hard time not being able to talk to anyone, and like, it's not the same. You care about them, but you don't have the same kind of empathy or shared situation. Like, obviously one's fictional, and hopefully, I'm hoping your personal life circumstances are real and not fictional. Let's hope. But you can still make a connection with fictional characters. That's why people enjoy it. So that's something that kind of you have the advantage, and something I've admired about Pokemon recently as well. It's like kind of the full art trainers and lots of those cards, so you have the people to relate to in that sense. But it's something that's been a bit underappreciated, especially when you look back at the early cards and you've got like your Goku, your SS4 Goku and Vegito. Like, you've got these awesome cards, but like, keep it simple. Have like some of the key powerful moments, like an SS2 Gohan, like him fighting Cell, like that for half of the people who are Dragon Ball fans, that like moment defined their childhood and was like a major factor. Like, if you can have a secret rare card or something like that, like, forget value. Like, I'm talking about collection. I'm talking about just like as something that exists in the world to hopefully do a little bit of good. That would be an awesome thing to have. That would be an awesome thing to acquire. And then you can add in factors like your artwork and stuff as well. And some of the artworks have been great. Some of them have been okay. I wouldn't say any of the artworks have been horrendous, but you've got to combine all of these factors together. The rarity, the artwork, the character, and all these factors together is what makes a good secret rare. So like, there's people asking like, Dante, which card do you reckon is going to go to $1,000? What's going to be the most expensive card? It's like, well, first of all, doesn't really matter. Like, that's only a reflection of how much people want the card. And people want cards which meet all of these factors. Like, if you have cards that, hopefully if they do this, like, they're going to be available, people can have them. But if they're not, like, if there's a card which people want because they can relate to it, has great artwork, is hard to find, and there's all of these factors, like, that's how value works. People wanting something and how hard it is to attain. So in terms of the secret rares, or the secret rares that I want to see, they need to start hitting home runs with characters. It's right there before them, Bando. Bando, anyone who's watching, it's right there before you. Go for the character. Pick the big stuff. You're not going to please everyone, but you're going to please a lot of people. And you've got so many different rarities. The special rares have been beautiful recently. Like, everything else, the common suite of the rares and super rares and everything, been exceptional. Vast kind of range of characters. Lots of different sagas, lots of different parts of the Dragon Ball lore and universe. But you need to capitalize. You need to kind of have the top things at the top, at least some of the time. I'm not saying every set you need to have Goku, Vegeta. Like, that's been the case. There's been a lot of kind of big popular characters like Broly and everything like that. But take the character, take the moment. Like, that was why the special rare Vegeta was such a great card. Because it combined the moment, the character, the art, like, everything. Everything. And it's a very easy to access card. And I think anyone out there who likes Vegeta should try to get that card. It's a few dollars. Just get that card and enjoy it. That's the beauty of the card game. That's the beauty of collecting. But that's just what I wanted to talk about. I just wanted to throw some ideas out in the air. Talk about what I kind of believe makes a good secret rare, what I'd like to see in some other secret rares coming down the line. But I want to know your thoughts as well. Let me know in the comments below. Other than that, I hope you found this enjoyable. I hope you found it interesting. and I hope to catch you guys here next time at Dante's Domain. Farewell, take care.